Well, good evening and welcome to Region 9 Baseball here on the Fan Sports Network. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, ready to go in week number 1 of Region 9 Baseball, presented by the Boulevard. We're live at Snow Canyon High School in a rematch of the state championship. Paulie, last year, Andrew Lyon got the win over Logan Levitt 5-2, and Snow Canyon dogpiled on the mound up north to win another state title, the 5th for Coach Reed Sechrist, and now they kick off region play with the first of a home-and-home tonight. Should be exciting baseball.
Yeah, it's really an interesting coaching matchup. One of the seasoned veterans in Region 9, Coach Sechrist, and a newcomer, Coach Nyberg, for the Dixie Flyers. And it's the first meeting of those two coaches and the first meeting of these two teams. So I'm really, really excited to see how this one plays out. It's going to be a fun game from start to finish. And I think we're going to see a lot of exciting plays and some nails pitching on the mound tonight.
Of course, 10-2, Snow Canyon enters this game, and they still haven't got Andrew Lyon on the mound yet this year. Of course, committed to Grand Canyon University, was huge all last year, but been nursing a little bit of a bad back, and so they haven't put him out on the mound. Now, he's playing shortstop, and he's hitting tonight. They're hoping within the next week or two he'll be available to pitch. They're just kind of nursing him along early in the season. So Dewey Gibb going to get the start on the bump tonight, and he'll go up against Jake Andreas. And Dewey was a guy that would have started for about every team in the state last year, except for maybe a Snow Canyon. They used him. He did see some innings, but not much work. He's already committed to CSI, and we know all about the Flyers and Jake Andreas. He was tremendous last year, and we know in his senior season he's primed and raring to go.
Yeah, both these pitchers, an incredible matchup because Andreas has ability to hit the ball as well, and Dewey Gibb, 3 home runs already from the plate this season. But let's not talk about their hitting prowess. Both these guys, great pitchers with multiple pitches in the arsenal to full hitters, and make it tough for both these opposing teams' batters tonight. So I think we're in for a really good pitching matchup as well, which should be exciting to watch all night long.
Yeah, cannot wait to get this one going. We are live here at Snow Canyon High School. We're perched up here in the team clubhouse just behind the Warrior dugout, not directly behind home plate here, because already when we got here, fans are filling in right behind the backstop, and so not perfect for the strike zone tonight, but a great night for baseball. Completely shaded. Sun's going to affect the outfielders a little bit in left and center field for the next hour or so until the sun sets, and that's part of the reason they've moved these games the last couple of years back to a 7:30 first pitch start time. Just finishing some in and out, and the Warriors and the Flyers will have a meeting on the mound here in just a few minutes. Want to welcome you into our pregame show built by Buck's Ace Hardware. Go check out the new store on State Street, taking Main Street to State Street. They've got ice cream, everything from lawn, home, garden, gun department, sporting goods. You're going to love it. Huge new Buck's Ace Hardware. Been open over there for 4 or 5 months in Hurricane on State Street. Think Bucks for everything you need this spring. Paulie, yard work is at a premium this time of year, right? You're coming out of winter, you need to, put some sod down or overseed or spray some Roundup or
that's right, all those things.
Anything and everything. But you got to put some fertilizer on the grass, all that stuff. And Buck's Ace Hardware's got you covered. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, keys to the games. Paulie's got his eyes on our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, and then we'll get you the first pitch. It's the Flyers and the Warriors rematch at last year's state championship, coming up next on the Fan Sports Network.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks Ace stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, Coral Canyon Golf Course, and City of St. George Recreation.
Live here on a beautiful Wednesday night. Temperatures close to 90 today, and it's cooling down a little bit here as we are live, presented by the Boulevard. Buy smart, buy at the Boulevard. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, pregame built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Let's dive into some of the storylines here. And first, let's get to the Everbowl keys to the game. And obviously, with these two teams, historic programs, a lot of pride, a lot of talent over the years, you got to get a good start on the bump. Start with the pitcher. You know, let your defense make plays behind you. Both these teams, very talented defenses, perennial powerhouses offensively. And then, obviously, the managers. I'm putting the key to the game, the managers. You know, Coach Sechrist, Chunner Nyberg, the new skipper versus the longest tenured skipper in Region 9 baseball. That chess match is going to be interesting. Exciting for Chunner Nyberg to take over for Danny Ibsen, who did an incredible job for many years. Before that, it was Jeff Messerly, who actually Chunner played for, and Coach Ibsen was on that staff as well. And this staff is in good hands. Now, they don't have a couple of guys back, but Jeremy Hill is back, Logan Levitt, Hobbs Nyberg is helping out. But they do lose Coach Ibsen, of course, and all his prowess. And then the other big loss was their pitching coach, Coach Rohrbacher. He's not back either. So with the new coach, some changes there. Flyers kind of took it on the chin a little bit last week, Paulie. And obviously they'd like to right the ship. And tonight a win against the Snow Canyon defending state champ Warriors would do exactly that. They're wearing the blacks with the blue Flyers across the chest, the white numbers and the white pants. And then the Warriors got the deep blues on. So real similar uniforms, both wearing the darks today here. You probably want to wear the darks before it gets 110, right, Paulie?
Yeah, and not be able to pull those out as much come April and May. So now's the time. So good looks for both teams. I really like the white numbers on the black uni with the Carolina blue for the Flyers. It really pops. And I like the traditional Snow Canyon navy. I mean, they wear that quite a bit. So I like the colorways tonight.
Taking a look at one other key, I'm looking at, mistake-free baseball. Now it's region, maybe a little bit more nerves. Who can control the emotion? You don't want to boot a ball. You don't want to mishandle something. You got to play mistake-free baseball because, whoever can win two this week potentially, this is a big matchup for early in the season. It's a long season. It's a grind. Anybody can get anybody on a given night. We know Region 9 baseball, if you're one of the top four teams, you're one of the top four teams contender-wise to win a state championship. So this one feels big. You got to play some mistake-free baseball. Be interesting to see how aggressive the skippers are. And then, obviously, the starting pitching going to be big as well. Let's take a look at our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, Paulie. You get the honors tonight. Findlay Subaru, go see the All-Star lineup on the saving side of the freeway. And who is your Snow Canyon Warrior you want to watch closely in this game?
We're going to go with the junior here, Dewey Gibb, off to a really power surge start to the season. 3 home runs already, 15 RBIs, batting .405 currently. So this is a guy that I think can do a lot of things, like hitting the baseball, but as well as tonight going to be on the mound for the Warriors. So you're going to see this guy kind of multidimensional tonight in what he can really do. So he's the Findlay Subaru star for the Warriors. And then on the other side of the diamond, I really like Carter Turley, the senior, 306 batting average, 13 RBIs, 2 doubles, 1 home run. He's gotten off to a good start, not great start, but I think in region play, I think he really gets the ball rolling a lot quicker and things start getting a little more locked in for him. So good start tonight for the super senior Carter Turley.
Yeah, Carter Turley, this guy's a player, right? With Erickson behind the bump last year, didn't catch, which is his normal position, but now he's back to his normal position and, hitting it above 300 right now, and they love a big performance from him tonight. We'll take another quick break. When we come back, starting lineups, first pitch, it's the Warriors and the Flyers on the Fan Sports Network, and for everybody listening on 99.5, 95.3 in St. George, or even 93.1 up in Cedar City. You want to watch this game, you can watch it on our YouTube page. the Fan Sports Network YouTube page. The link is up on the fansportsnetwork.com where you can get to that as well. So love to have you. If you're done with your radio and you're home for the night, pop it on your smart TV or your iPad or your smartphone, and you can watch this game tonight at Snow Canyon High School. Flyers, Warriors getting closer to first pitch here on the Fan Sports Network. Stay with us, everybody.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Bucks Ace Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Findlay Subaru.
Oh, baby, it's baseball season. A lot of teams have had tournament after tournament after tournament, and we are back here live at Dixie High School. Coach Sechrist, Coach Nyberg are at home plate. They're exchanging the cards. You can see on the left of your screen if you're watching on our Fan Sports Network or our YouTube page. And, of course, both teams going to line up here. And I believe we are going to have our national anthem. So we're going to, maybe let you enjoy that and keep it right here. And we'll get you some final thoughts and the first pitch. Again, Jake Andreas on the bump for Coach Nyberg in his first season, first ever region game tonight. And here we are, a rematch of the state championship. And Dewey Gibb on the other side going with Andrew Lyons. Still not quite ready to throw pitches for Coach Reed Sechrist. Newest coach in the region, longest tenured coach in the region. Should be a lot of fun, Paulie.
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of fireworks tonight. This should be a really, really fun game. And we're about to get going here as the teams have taken the field almost lined up for the anthem.
Yeah, and let's hope this is a pitcher's duel, right? Because unless this will work, we don't have the right power adapter for our camera tonight. I'm always honest with our listeners. We got 179 minutes of battery life. 179 minutes of battery life, unless somehow my computer cord will fit into that, which I don't think it will. We're hoping this is not a 10-11 shootout marathon game, Paulie, especially for our viewers in a close one late. That would be we have 4 Chargers here, and all of them seem to be, the wrong one. So we're missing something. And we'll work on that. We'll see, but hopefully we'll be good to go. Paulie, how you feeling about our battery life right now? Going into this one?
Battery life a little dicey, but we're going to hold on and hope. We're going to hope and pray to get through this game. So
and now my charger won't even fit back in my computer.
Oh no!
Yeah, we're having all kinds of malfunctions with
Charger
equipment.
fiasco.
And now look at my computer, Paulie. It's sideways. Like, this has been a trend for me, is a sideways computer. And
There
I
you
have
go.
to tilt it around until it flips back the correct way. I've got a new one ordered for the record. For the record.
I'm glad.
So
I'm really
hopefully, I can't even get my computer charger to go in now. So I don't know if we bin it or what, but now I can't even get that thing to charge. So that's not good, especially come, 7 a.m. this morning. How hard did Monica try to push this in? Because now it won't even go in my computer. And that's not good news. But, hey, hopefully that I might have to overnight that new computer, huh?
Maybe so.
Warriors are getting introduced. Let's meet the starting lineup, brought to you by House of Jump. And it will be for the visiting Flyers. Leading off, playing first, Weston Gilmore. Second baseman will be Colton Hill. Carter Turley will hit third. Jake Andreas, Marcus Benson, Max Larkin, Ethan MacArthur, Carson Hunt, and Crew Pryor in left. All right, let's let you enjoy the anthem, and then we'll get you the rest of the starting lineup here as the Flyers and the Warriors about to throw out the first pitch. All right, nothing like our anthem, and we are going to be closing in on some baseball. Going to be about a 7:44 start probably, so running about 14 minutes behind. Home plate umpire Tim Welch, field umpire Paul Hustleby for tonight's game. Two veteran baseball umpires. And we are a little bit of breeze here at Snow Canyon, Paulie. About probably 5 to 7, not much, but just a little bit of a breeze. That American flag out in center field definitely blowing out towards left field for a right-handed batter. Might be able to jack one and go Yahtzee in the power alley or down the left field line.
Absolutely. Tall fence out there, but there's plenty of power hitters in this lineups on both of these teams that I think we could see one go over that wall today. So kind of like the Green Monster of Region 9.
Yeah, but it's not big dimensions here. In fact, this is one of the smaller fields, comparatively speaking, to Flyer Field or Desert Hills or even Pineview. But 290 down the left field line, right field just even a little shorter. It is, quite a shot at about 380 to get over the center field fence, but it's not like it's 410.
Yeah.
So, and with the wind usually coming from the west or the south, it usually is a friendly wind here at Snow Canyon. And there's not a lot. In fact, as I look back at the flag, it might be 2-3 miles an hour is all right. Now, it's a beautiful night to be at the yard for some ball and stick, isn't it?
Absolutely. Great spring night here in St. George. Plenty of people making their way as we see a lot of the chairs surrounding the field and the stands packed. It's just a great night to be at the ballpark for sure.
Yeah, no question about it. All right, Jake, Gilmore is going to lead things off against Dewey Gibb. Gibb, right-handed pitcher, 3-pitch guy, changeup, curveball, fastball, can throw a 2 or a 4-seam, and Gilmore going to put a charge into this, and this one's going to go back to center field, and it's going to fly away baseball.
Wow.
Gilmore opens up the game with a solo shot. Bye-bye.
Incredible. First pitch, power surge out of the yard, and just incredible lift on this home run shot, and wouldn't have expected on the first pitch of the game, but little do we know, expect the unexpected in Region 9, and always as what a shot that was.
And there you see rounding the bases there, and obviously we got a basketball replay loaded in there, so I apologize for that, but we'll get that hopefully figure it out on our replay mechanism here on our stream deck. And 1-0 just like that. And another shot. And it's going to get down for a base hit, and it's bobbled out there in left field. And it's going to be digging for second, round and over to the third. And Colton Hill is going to be safe at third. And it's going to be a single with a two-base error. That's how I'm going to score that, Paulie. And how about the Flyers right out of the gate?
Yeah, putting some bats on some balls early in this one. And, an E out there in the field that extends that single to a triple. And now the Flyers threatening, already up 1-0 with a man on third. And, Gibb kind of getting rocked a little early here. Got to calm down and get his composure once again, because this is a deadly Flyers lineup.
And that one missing down low, 1-0. Going to be, important for Dewey Gibb now to kind of just settle in, Paul, because a little bit of nerves right now, obviously, giving up the home run and then the single. So 2 hits in a row for the Flyers, and Carter Turley, one of the more dangerous hitters in Region 9, going to fight that one up for a fabulous Freddie's foul ball. And it's a 1-1 count now on Turley. We got to get the scoreboard rocking here. The count rocking. And that one going to be ball 2. 2-1 the count. Nobody out here, top of inning number 1. In our first region baseball game of the year. You do have, Hurricane and Cedar going on tonight, Desert Hills and Pineview. We'll get you some score updates. Chopper to third, and it eats him up. He blocks it, and it's going to hold the runner at third. But now you've got runners on the corners. Everybody is safe, and that is going to be E5 probably on Lee, don't you think, Paulie?
Yeah, I would think so. It came at him fast, like you said, got eaten up a little bit, but still I think that's a makeable play, a fieldable play that should have been made for the Warriors. So I would classify that as an error as well. And kind of a rocky start here for the Warriors behind Dewey Gibb. 2 errors already in this first inning.
Got to settle down a little bit here. Obviously 10-2, Warriors off to a great start this year. But not the start that they were hoping for here in this one. And Jake Andreas steps in, righty on righty, breaking ball, and that's a pretty bender right over the heart of the plate, and that's strike 1. And 0-1 pitch coming. Gibb rocks, fires another bender, and strike 2. So the off-speed pitch looking good after a couple of those fastballs getting belted. Flyers leading 1-0. Runners on first and third. And the runner will go. Turley going to try to steal second, bait the throw, and not going to throw it as Kelch behind the dish. Defense, let's meet the defense here. Brought to you by House of Jump. Kelch behind the dish. Dewey Gibb on the mound. Lee is at third. Lyon is at shortstop. Ship is at second. Trey Vaughn over at first. Outfield, Kel Johnson in left, Mugavero in center, and Hansen is in right for the Warriors defensively in this game tonight. Jake Andreas, big moment here to try to bust this thing open. That breaking ball stays high. And, Benson stepping in now after that last out of Andreas. First baseball game of the year. Got to get dialed in here, Paulie.
That's right.
And that one down low. So Benson takes ball 2. 2-0. Colton Hill is at third. Carter Turley is at second. And here comes the pitch from Gibb, the righty. Fastball, swing and a miss. Challenged him over the plate. And Marcus Benson couldn't find it.
Yeah, that was a good-looking pitch. A good pitch to hit as well, but couldn't find it, like you say. And now 2-1. I think the Gibbs got to fight back here and try to keep this a one-run game.
Gibb, another fastball, swing and a miss. So we're working on Andreas. He was relying on that breaking ball on a couple key pitches. Now he's going back and firing that fastball. Of course, Dewey Gibb committed to the CSI Golden Eagles. SWAC team. And a swing and a miss. And there is the first K of the game for Dewey Gibb. Big time pitch there. Strikeout brought to you tonight by Honolulu Grill. Spreading the aloha. Honolulu Grill on the corner of 7th South, 7th East for your favorite Hawaiian dishes. Make sure and try the original Kava Aid. And they are actually expanding. They are franchising. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. Going to take the brand. Slow roller, ship, second, throw over to first, 4-3, the put out. And the Warriors get out of a little bit of trouble as Larkin grounds out. But not before one run on 2 hits. The big one, the solo shot leadoff home run by Weston Gilmore. They do strand a couple runners on base, and through half an inning, Dixie has the 1-0 lead here on the Fan Sports Network.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by Down East, House of Jump, Beauty and Associates, and Best Friends Animal Sanctuary.
Welcome back, everybody, here on the Fan Sports Network, streaming Warriors, Flyers on the fansportsnetwork.com and our Fan Sports Network YouTube page. If you haven't, go like and subscribe, and you can watch a lot of Region 9 games. On Friday, we'll have another game. We won't do the rematch of this game. We're going to jump over to Pineview and do the Thunder at the Panthers on Friday. We're also going to split up, and we're going to do Desert Hills Crimson softball. And boy, oh boy, yesterday, that was an incredible game. Tough one for Stuckey. She throws a no-hitter and loses 1-0.
Yeah, devastating. I mean, it was just a tough way to go for the Mustangs, but they fought to the very end, and they did get the no-hitter, but had an unfortunate fielding play that led to a 1-0 defeat. But it was a great game last night. I was actually on hand for that one. That was fun.
Whoop. In the bottom of the first, let's see. Strike one called there. Andres working quickly to Ledger Ship. It'll be Ship, Lyon, and Vaughn due up here, 1, 2, 3. Ship taking that one high. Ledger told us at media today, hey, I get aboard a lot because I got a small zone. Good hitter, though. This is a kid that grew up around the game. Family loves the game. Brothers both played. Sister was a great softball player here at Snow Canyon Autumn. Of course, Britton, my boy Britt, had his career cut short in that horrific accident before a school dance. But he's here tonight somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, hoping he makes his way into the press box here to see us.
Yeah, you and I both love Britt. Everybody loves
great
Britt.
Guy.
Ledger is the youngest of the Ship 4 kids, and there's a sawed-off little blooper that's going to get down, and it's going to be a leadoff. He's going to go for 2. The throw is going to come in, and it's going to get away, and it's going to be a double there, I believe. Colton Hill couldn't handle that short hop. If that's a good throw, Paulie, I think he's got time to turn and tag him.
Yeah, I think the throw, if it's there in time, there's plenty of time to get him tagged out. So
it's like Christmas around here.
Yeah, we just got a delivery of a bunch of cords.
Hey, when you come to Snow Canyon, Kyle Campbell, the principal,
When you tell him bring a DC cord, he brings a DC cord or a few.
Holy smokes. Do you have one for a computer? Because I think we broke mine trying to try mine. Any object. I'm a little worried about this computer, Paulie.
Uh-oh, buddy.
Well, it's not fit. My charger will not fit back in the computer.
Let's take a look here.
Oh, it's not going in. And it was in to start the game, and then we tried to plug it in.
No.
So I think we bent the little thing inside there.
Yeah.
0-1 count here to Lion. Lion hitting 275 on the season. Still haven't seen him on the mound. He's the ace of this staff. And obviously, it's a disc in the back that's just aggravated right now. I don't know if they're calling it a bulge or what. They're being cautious with it. Pulled foul past Coach Sechrist, who doesn't flinch. The old skipper not intimidated by a chopper his way as he's coaching third base. Ship at second. He's the tie and run. Flyers leading 1-0 here, bottom of inning number 1. Andres stepping off. Now he'll toe the rubber. Righty. Got the ball behind his back. Now sets it in the glove. Here's the pitch, and this one going to be fought off foul. Another Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Huge deals on details right now at Fabulous Freddy's. Plus, you always save on gas with every car wash. Fuel it up, wash it down, and save at Fabulous Freddy's. 2 Southern Utah locations. Locations in Northern Utah as well. They've expanded to Lehigh and Sandy. 4 Utah Fabulous Freddy's locations. And now Andres taking a long time here. Maybe shaked off the first pitch. Now he's ready. That one hops. That's a really good block by Turley behind the dish, Paul.
It is. Great command back there. Keeping the ball in front of him, not allowing him to roll to the backstop. And man, it is a battle going on right now. 2-2. And Andreas getting fight from this lineup as they took the early lead 1-0, but now we're seeing the resolve of the Warriors.
Here is pitch number 12 in the bottom of the first inning by my count for Andreas, and Lion had stepped out, so no pitch as time was granted. 2-2 the count. Andrew was so good in the state tournament all of last season. Big shoes to fill. His dad's the pitching coach, Brandon Lyon. 13, 14 years in the bigs, was 6 or 7 different teams. And that's a chopper up the middle for an RBI hit if Ship can score. They're going to throw it in, but it's going to be late. And now Lyon trying to stretch it, and he is safe.
Wow.
And Lyon looked like he barely got in. The tag might have swiped and missed. The second baseman can't believe it. I thought he was maybe out at second, but Paul Hustley saying safe. So an RBI hit up the middle. How many times that bounced before it got through the infield?
Yeah, quite a few times. It bounced a lot up the middle, and I think it took maybe 3 or 4 hops, as we can see here on the replay. I don't know if we caught that one, but yeah, it was a tough play to make, and it bounced through the middle.
All right, so we're tied up. RBI single. Big time there for Rue. And now here is Trey Vaughn. Trey power hitter, Paulie. And he will step in. Of course, Chutter Nyberg wants to have a conversation on what he saw, which I think is fair because that one, I thought he was going to ring him up, to be honest with you, but he's got a way better angle than we do up here in the team clubhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard for us to see down there, and the umpire saw one way and saw that he was safe, so we play ball with a man on second and nobody out still in this inning.
Look at the numbers here for Vaughn this year. Through the preseason, it's always hard to gauge the numbers because some teams are playing up against 5As and 6As and they're hosting tournaments, and there's a lot of Vegas schools, and sometimes they're really good and sometimes they're not very good. You never really know what to expect from baseball out of Las Vegas. But 405, he's got to be doing something right as Trey Vaughn will step in, and he's got to duck on the pond with Lyon out there at second base. They're not going to change the call here. And I'm assuming maybe he missed the tag because the swipe looked to be before Lyon touched the bag, so I'm assuming maybe it missed, but that's just my best guess.
I think you're right with that inclination.
Trey Vaughn was a beast on the football field last fall for Coach Mike Esplin, playing that defensive end position. We saw him tip balls to himself, get interceptions, had a rumbling, stumbling pick six at one point in the season. And he's going to, on a 1-0 pitch, foul that one off. So 1-1 the count on Vaughn. 15 out of 37 coming in tonight, 9 RBIs, 2 doubles, and 2 home runs, which leads the Warriors. They've hit, he's second on. Dewey Gibbs got 3. He leads. Vaughn is second on the team. So they have 5 of the 8 between Gibb and Vaughn. Only played 12 games, though. I'll take a home run in 1 out of every 4 games if I'm Dewey Gibb, or 1 out of every 5 if I'm Trey Vaughn. A little less than that, actually. We got fractionized that one. Paulie's math is really good. He was, spent a lot of time in the math classes at West Virginia when he was here in Morgantown.
That's right. A ton of time and econ and accounting and math classes.
And if you believe that, you've never been to West Virginia. That's a walk by Trey Vaughn. And now 2 on with nobody out. So both pitchers, little shaky start. We're tied 1-1. Gibb gave up that home run, then he worked out of trouble. Andreas has given up a run on 2 hits, and now he's got to work out of trouble with runners on first and second, nobody out. And here is Hansen. Hansen, just a junior, Talon Hansen, hitting .405 as well. So the, 3-4 hitters, both hitting above 400. Cale Johnson is also hitting 500 right now. So you got a couple of guys really lighting it up. Lee is hitting 600 right now, but he's only played in 6 games. Whereas a lot of the other guys have played in, 10 to 12. That one's going to miss down low, ball 1 from Jake Andreas. Andreas had such a tremendous season. When he's not pitching, he's playing third base. But on the bump tonight, and here's the pitch. Talon Hansen swinging and a miss, strike 1. Hey, Paul, we found a charger for the camera.
Wow, revolutionary.
But we haven't for my computer.
Okay. So we're still down 1 charger.
I need this bad boy in the morning. I've got a full charge right now, but. Yeah. Maybe you can see if you can find one that'll fit my. Since we got a box of chargers here, power blocks.
Yeah.
Maybe we can find one for
frenzy
a computer.
of chargers. I love it.
Oh, I dropped it. 2-1 pitch here from Andreas, and Hansen lets it zip in there high. Ball 3, 3-1 the count.
Yeah, the Warriors really digging in here with an opportunity to take the lead in this game.
Hansen, a left-handed batter, takes ball 4 down low. Base is full of Warriors, Paul.
Yeah, base is full. Opportunity for a big inning here, a crooked number for the Warriors. They could blow this one open early. And just the way the Flyers hit the ball in the top of the first, I think this will be a tight game, of course, but this is an opportunity for a big inning, and I think Coach Nyberg sees that. He kind of slows down the pace of play here a little bit, gets a little meeting at the mound. Now he's going to meet his guys over right on the third baseline and kind of get a cool down time, make them understand the moment here. Bases loaded in the top or the bottom of the first, and an opportunity for the Warriors to really, really make this a tough early game for the Flyers.
There you get a shot there. Well, you normally it's on the mound, right? Jake's not leaving this game, but the whole infield went over towards the third base line to have that meeting. What do you think the conversation was?
It was different. I had never seen something like that at high school, college, or pro level to go to the third base line. Maybe that's something that just happened tonight, but interesting, and we'll just see what happens after that meeting.
Now, Tim Welsh, our home plate umpire, had a little quick conversation with Chandler Nyberg, the new Dixie Flyer skipper, and now we're set to resume. And here is Dewey Gibb, who we just said, between him and Vaughn, have 5 combined of the 8 Warrior home runs this season. Dewey's got 3 of those, and the first pitch from Jake. Whatever Chunner said worked well as he fires it right down Broadway for strike one.
Yeah, locked in on that pitch after the slight delay, and now we're back to going. And
swinging that one going to be fought off. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball down the right field line. And quickly 0-2. And finally, Jake ahead in a count here. He's been kind of put himself in a little bit of a hole, and now he's got a couple that he can try to get Gibb to chase. Maybe throw that off-speed curveball here or rock and fire the fastball and try to paint a corner. He does go fastball, and that one just a bit down low or just outside. I couldn't tell, Paul.
Yeah, I think
it was nibbling.
It was definitely nibbling, but not able to get the call there. But he is ahead for one of the first batters. But
Chopper, and this is going to be a hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs are going to score. They'll cut it and keep the runner at second, and it's a 3-1 Snow Canyon lead. And just like that, as we take another look, Warriors rocking and rolling. That one took a high shot, but softly came down in front of left field, Paul.
Absolutely. It was a great location for that ball to fall to get those 2 Warriors in. And now they take the lead on the scoreboard 3-1.
Yep. And that's, Flyers get that lead off home run, and then all of a sudden you're kind of like, uh-oh, Flyers mean business, and how quickly have the Warriors answered. If you go back to the state championship, I think it was Boston Vest that had a big 2 RBI hit, and it was 2-0, and then the very next inning, Warriors took the lead 3-2 and went on to win 5-2 on their way to the ship, this 4A state championship victory. Here is Johnson. Here's Cale Johnson. Mentioned him. He's hitting it really well right now. I mean, when you got a guy like Cale, who's a wide receiver on the football team at 500.
Yeah.
And then Lee at 600. They don't have a soft spot in the order, Paul.
And Cale's super fast. I'm wondering to see his totals. We saw him on the football field running streaks, fly patterns, running by corners all season long. I'm wondering how many stolen bases he ends up with this season. Already 3 this season, kind of a slower start than I would have anticipated, but I think he's going to be among the region leaders at the end of the year.
That pitch just missing. 2-2 the count. Pitch count brought to you by Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court. There is no off season at Nets on Fire. They got their Ignited tryouts in the books. Now they got a bunch of fun tournaments coming up, plus summer training. Go to netsonfire.org to learn more. Here is the pitch from Andreas. That one popped up high, should be playable. And that'll be Pryor out there, and he finally has it. And that is the first out of the inning, Paul.
Yeah.
And a big one for Jake Andreas.
It's been a battle to get outs in this first inning for the Warriors, or for the Flyers, I'm sorry, but that time just put one out in the outfield, perfect location to get the easy catch to get that first out, and maybe that'll calm Jake Andreas down a little bit.
Diesel Lee, the junior, steps in. I was talking with Diesel before the game up in the breast box. They were playing Beastie Boys. I'm like, you too young to know the Beastie Boys? He's like, no, I know Beastie Boys.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's good to know these kids still know
the
good
classics.
Well, I mean, Beastie Boy been around a long time at this point.
They have.
And want to know, in that one, missed. So 2-0 the count here. Andreas taking a little time. Flyers have given up 3 in the bottom of the first inning, and the Warriors have grabbed the 3-1 lead. And that was a strike, painting the outside edge. Good pitch there by Jake.
Yeah, good-looking location on that pitch, right on the outside corner, and able to push this count. He hasn't been ahead in a lot of counts tonight. Got to battle back in this one, as he does here, to bring it to 2-2 with that foul tip.
Jake, 6'3", 195. Already had his 18th birthday. He's about to graduate here in a couple months. Yeah, we're 2 months away from less than 2 months away from graduation.
Yeah, crazy to think about. But spring
I don't
sports,
have a graduate for the first time in the last 2 years. I had back-to-back graduates, and I don't have to worry about that this year.
There you go. No grad parties for you, buddy.
By the way, Jake Andres, getting roughed up here with 3 runs, but he has committed to the San Francisco Dons in the West Coast Conference. That's where Jake will be next year.
Yeah, that's a big get for the Dons. Jake's a great player and a great kid, and they're going to get a good one out there in San Francisco. A little bit of a tough performance for him tonight as these Warriors just been locked in at the plate. Hopefully he can get out of this inning without too much more damage.
Jake came in 2.94 ERA. He's made 4 starts. He's 2-2. And there's a walk by Lee. So very patient at bat, and Lee is aboard. That's just the 3rd walk here in the bottom of the 1st inning given up by Jake.
Yeah. So now bases chucked once again, and this is another opportunity for the Warriors as, it's already 3-1, and, this is an opportunity that this game could get away a little bit in the 1st inning. And I thought we were locked in for a great one tonight. I think we still can be, but Jake Andres got to keep these runs off the board, as many as he can here.
And here is Kelch, the catcher. It seems like there's been a Kelch at Snow Canyon for many, many moons, hasn't there?
Yeah. Either the basketball team, the football team, the baseball team.
Yeah, for years there, you had the names that cruised through Snow Canyon, and obviously, have come and went. The Secrets, the Fries, the era of the Santa Clara area is such a proud baseball community out here. Snow Canyon Little League teams have been represented well in San Bernardino more times than not. I always thought, though, with the San Bernardino, if you had Cedar American, Cedar National, Washington Little League, Dixie Little League, and Snow Canyon Little League, and you put one all-star team together, we could go to Cooperstown every year.
Yeah.
But because in such a small population, comparatively speaking, to these other California cities and whatnot, and Hawaii and all these other, Arizona and the Phoenix area, it kind of breaks down. Now, you give a lot of guys a chance to play all-stars, but it's not a true Southern Utah all-star team because we got 5 teams, Little League teams. And there's a swing and a drive down the line, and that is going to be a fair ball. 2-run shot. And will they send him? Yes, they will. Here comes Lee, and it is going to be the throw to third. It's a base-clearing triple for Kelch. And just like that, it is 6-1 Warriors.
A stand-up triple, not even any pressure getting into third base there for Kelch, as that was a stripe down the line, an absolute bullet. And he ran that one out well, making that, I thought, maybe a double, but he extended that into a triple. So pretty cool stuff to see.
I don't know if Paul caught that on the replay. Doesn't look like it. You're snoozing on the replay, buddy.
I am. You're right.
You need to switch me spots?
I'm working the balls and strikes.
Yes, you are. I think the replay is more important for our viewers, though.
You're right. Very true.
3 RBIs. Lions got an RBI. Gibb picked up 2, and now 3 RBI triple for Kelch. And now Mugavero, the center fielder, steps in with nobody but Trey over there at third. So that one fouled off. 1-1 the count quickly to Mugavero. He's hitting 286. Lions at 275. So those are the only 2 guys maybe a little bit slower start at the plate tonight. But there's a good swing and a drive, and he just burnt the left fielder. One hops the base of the wall, and the hit parade is on for SC. Another run on another RBI hit by Mugavero. And you can see, did you get it, Paulie? I mean, the timing on our replay machine, you got a little bit of work. You got to warm up to that thing.
That's right.
And Kelch, how about that? And then Mugavero, how about that? This is a hot, and I said it again, this is a good pitcher, a next-level college pitcher. But this lineup, there is just no give, and they've already batted around. We're back to the top of the order, and here is Ledger Ship, who led off with some people might have scored that a single and then an error, but I gave him a double in the book. The throw was online. It just kind of one-hopped to Colton Hill, and he couldn't control it to turn and get the tag. Throw was in time, though. If you're a little bit tighter on the scoring, you would have probably gave an error. And now there's a deflected ball off the glove of Andres, and it goes out to right field, and another run will score as Magavero comes from second all the way around third and will score. And take another look, Paulie. Everything going right. This goes right off the mid of Andres and then goes right out there into right field.
Yeah, incredible play there again. It seems like we've seen quite a few E's in this early stretch of this game, as the fielding has not been the best, but an opportunistic hit, and it gets through. And now we look at the scoreboard; it's starting to get away a little bit from the Flyers.
8-1 Warriors here in our Boulevard Home Region 9 opener. They have blown it open early here. And that one missing. Andreas got to check the shoe here. And the 8-1 Warriors, Paulie, and we're not even out of the first inning right now.
I know. The Warriors really teeing off right now. And I was under the inclination. I thought this was going to be a tight one. I thought this was going to be really, pulse pounding to the end of the game type game, seventh inning decided. But the Warriors have different ideas tonight. They have really come out and just striped this ball tonight.
And that one missing. 2-1 the count now. Andreas will step off, fix the belt. Jake not used to getting hit like this, but Jenner Nyberg is not going to get him. Check the pitch count here. Let me see where we're at with Andreas' pitches. He's getting up there. I mean, no way he's going the distance in this one. Of course.
No, he's had a lot of the first.
He's already 51 pitches here in the inning.
He's been laboring for sure, yeah.
This inning is 23, 24 minutes long. Just the bottom half of it. And there's a chopper that you got to watch out for there on the Flyers dugout, third base sideline. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. I want to thank some of our great sponsors bringing you our coverage tonight and all season long. We got some great folks helping out. Finley Subaru, of course. We've got Everbull. Everbull, their acai bowls, smoothies, their sips. It's where St. George gets their superfood fix to fuel you up. Got avocado toast now in the morning over there next to Chick-fil-A, Dick's Sporting Goods, in the Red Rock Commons. And that one, did it just miss him or did it get him there, Paulie? But he will be aboard.
Yeah.
I think it's a walk. I don't think it hit him. So Lyon is aboard. And that is another walk given up by Jake for the Flyers on the mound tonight. Coach Nyberg is going to come on out.
Yeah, I think it is time, to give a look at maybe thinking this might not be Jake Andreas' night. A great pitcher in this region, but is he going to come out? Coach
Well, now he's went back and he's talking with Coach Hill.
Okay, so maybe some further consideration, but it only is, it's early in this game, but still an opportunity for the Flyers to come back. But I'm not sure if it's going to be Jake Andreas' night to do it for him. But we'll see how much longer they give him here with the leash. But it looks like Coach Nyberg coming out now.
Yeah, infield going to be drawn in. And obviously, 2.42 ERA. And Coach Nyberg is not actually coming to the bump again. He'll stop shy of the chalk line on third, have a couple words here. And we got a new pitcher, so we're going to take a time out. And we'll be right back. All Warriors early here. 8 spot put up in the first inning, and only 1 out so far. The hit parade, will it continue? Or can the bullpen go to work here and get the Flyers out of this inning? We'll find out after a message from our great local partners.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court. Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Everbowl, Back Nine Golf, Fabulous Freddy's, and Great Harvest Bread Company.
Back here at Snow Canyon High School, and I don't know if when there was that play at second base, Paul, if Chunner Nyberg, the new skipper coach, got warned and banned from the field, but even to make that change, he didn't go across the line, and the only time he was on the field was when he was questioning that call at second base, and I think he had a pretty good gripe.
I agree.
It looked like Lyon might have been tagged out from our vantage point. Now, umpire, field official had a better view than we did, but I can only guess what happened there. And here we go. I'll tell you about the new pitcher here. And it is Max Larkin. Get you Larkin's numbers is quickly 2-0 to count. So Larkin comes in as misfires on 2 in a row here to Trey Vaughn. Tough spot. I mean, hot Warrior bats, and you got to come in. And just wasn't Jake Andres' night. Now Jake's over there at third. And Larkin, the sophomore, 1.40 ERA. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball up and out of play. It's 2-2. 4 appearances so far this year. Hasn't got a decision yet, but he's only worked 5 innings, given up 2 hits, 5 runs. Only 1 was earned, though. He's walked 3, and he struck out 4. And there's a shot by Vaughn, and that is going to be a diving attempt, and it's not caught. It gets all the way to the wall, and Vaughn is going to have a RBI double, and it's 9-1 Snow Canyon. How about the charge in that one, Paul?
Yeah, let's see if we caught that on the replay here. And no, I don't think
that was the previous play. You didn't capture it. You got to hit capture and then replay. We'll get it. So Ship comes in to score for the second time tonight. 2 runs scored and 2 hits for Ledger. Lyon is now over there at third, and Vaughn is at second after that smash double into center field. 9-1 Warriors on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, swinging a pop-up, and center fielder coming in. That is Benson, and he makes out number 2. They are going to tag Rue. Rue trying to score from third, and he will safely slide in as that was cut off by the Flyers, and no play at the plate.
Yeah, now 10-1, the score's gotten, it kind of ballooned up. In the big inning we talked about, it didn't seem as if it was going to happen this quickly. I didn't think it would happen out of the jump like this, but the Warriors have come to play, and the bats are on fire tonight.
So Larkin comes in, gives up a hit, and then induces a fly out to center field. For the second out of the inning, here is Dewey Gibb. And that one high, chest high, ball 1. Vaughn is still out there at second with 2 outs. Paulie already in this game. 7 hits for 10 runs. It's been a hit parade, as I said earlier.
Oh, wow.
And another one that's going to be lifted high into center field, and that one is caught. And finally, the inning is over. We've played one complete, 10 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and the Warriors have a 10-1 lead over the Flyers here on the Fan Sports Network on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Booba and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Booba.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Handel's Ice Cream, Intercap Lending, and Red Rock Real Estate.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, here at Snow Canyon High School. 10-1 as we go to inning number 2. How about a couple guys in that inning? You know, Ledger Ship already 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. RBIs from Lyon, Vaughn, Hansen, 2 from Dewey Gibb, and a big RBI, 3 RBI triple by Kelch. I mean, they just broke that open. And now the Flyers got a lot of work to do, Paul. What are the? I mean, it's got to be a pitch by pitch, very patient plate approach. You need base runners at this point in time. You can't try to get it all back with one swing.
Yeah, you need base runners, you need guys on, and you just need to keep the line moving. I mean, that old adage in baseball, softball, it doesn't matter. Keep the line moving means good things are happening, whether that be walks, hits, hit by pitches. Just keep the batting order ripping. So that's the key here right now tonight for the Flyers after falling down 10-1. They've got a Herculean task to come back, but there's a chance. There's always a chance in sports. So let's see what they can do in this inning.
Tonight's game brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Voted Best of Southern Utah last year. Get a free quote on your home, your auto, or your life insurance. See how much Luke can save you today at Udy & Associates, your local American Family Insurance agent. Oh, here we go. We got something there with the change. As Tim Welch, our home plate umpire, was documenting something in his notebook, and now he is headed behind the dish. Put the face mask on, and we'll play some more baseball here to start off the top of the second inning. Max Larkin will step in. Larkin, righty on righty. Dewey Gibb rocks, fires, and a called strike 1. Sorry, that is not Larkin. That is they must have changed that with him going to pitch. And so that is, who is that? Number 12.
Looks like 12, yep.
Yeah, which is right. So right is, that's what they were putting in the book there. And ball 2, and then that pitch there missing as well. So 2-1 quickly the count. Gibb just 1 K in the first inning, and there's strike 2. Wright will step back in. Righty on righty matchup here on a beautiful night for baseball. No wind at all. Fastball from Gibb, probably mid-80s, and that one's fouled straight back. Had a beat on it, but just got the bottom of the baseball and it zipped to the backstop.
Yeah, Gibb has been locked in early, only gave up the one first inning run, and it kind of came fast on that first pitch home run, but he has really settled in and gotten acclimated in this game since then and looking like a composed pitcher out there.
And full count pitch. That one fought off again, so Wright fighting here to stay alive. Check the numbers on Wright here so far this year. Wright. He is a freshman, Paulie. 4 plate appearances. And he, in 3 at-bats, has scored 3 runs. So he's been aboard, and he just got aboard on a walk there as Gibb lost him. So the freshman Wright is aboard.
Yeah, he's good sign for the Flyers. Like we said, just keep the line moving however you can. I mean, you got to just get guys on base. So that's a great start, set the table, and let's see what the Flyers can do with a runner on base and no outs.
So that was Ethan MacArthur that they pinch hit because Andreas moved to third from the mound. So Andreas is now at third, and Wright hit for MacArthur there. And here is Carson Hunt. Carson, I know, also plays a little golf, lefty, and a swing and a miss. Wearing Griffey's number, 24.
Yeah, you like that, I'm sure.
The kid was my favorite growing up in Eastern Washington.
Yeah.
Listened to a lot of Dave Niehaus and Rick Riz on the Mariners broadcast team. Yeah, that 01 season. You know, had some good players in that era. You know, Jay Buhner, and then he got into Randy Johnson and Alex Cora, and obviously Ken Griffey Jr. It was fun when him and his dad were playing together.
Yeah,
both hitting home run, same game. Yeah, later was Ichiro. Ichiro in the hall now.
Yeah, it was awesome to see him get in.
And Hunt takes that one for a ball, and count is 1-2.
It's actually helping on From the Bleachers, and we were talking the 10 worst contracts in baseball history. What Mariner do you think was on that top 10 worst contracts ever? It was a recent one. You might be able to pull it, but I'll give you some time.
Mitch Haniger?
No, not Haniger.
Oh.
I think a home run hitter, or was supposed to be for the Mariners.
And Hunt lifts that one into left field, and it's going to be caught. Hunt, the sophomore, had been swinging it well coming in tonight, hitting .455. Just a sophomore cracking the lineup, doing some big things. Bright future, but couldn't get a hold of that one. And one away here in the top of inning number 2. Oh, they waived him in the preseason. Is that who you're talking about?
No, I was talking about Robbie Cano.
Oh, don't you know Robbie Cano?
Yeah.
He gave him a couple good years.
Yeah, I guess. He was paid handsomely in
anytime
Seattle.
you get somebody to leave the Yankees, you're going to have to pay him, right? Because you know they were getting paid by the Steinbrenner family.
That's right.
Opening day tomorrow, Paul. Are you excited for opening day in the majors?
Yeah. I think I'm going to go maybe solicit a local eatery restaurant and get a beverage and watch some baseball tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, also late afternoon, early evening, Swiss 16 fires up. That tip on that BYU-Alabama game, 5:09 Mountain Time. We'll have that game for you tomorrow here on the Fan Sports Network. We're playing all the March Madness games for you this year via Westwood One. 10-1 our score, and that one makes it 1-2. So Gibb is settled in here. Working on Pryor, the number 9 hitter in the Flyer lineup. Pryor, just a sophomore, hitting .240. And the righty-on-righty matchup here. Not a lot of lefties in this Flyer lineup. Hunt, one of them, and Gilmore, the other one. And snap throw over to first, and Wright is back in time. One down. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, assuming Wright doesn't wander off first too far. Marginal lead, so plate delivery, and that one looked good, but just missing outside, says our home plate umpire. Kind of shook that right hand to Wright, saying that was outside off the plate. It was
a good-looking pitch.
Knee high, though.
Yeah, it's a good-looking location, I thought.
2-2 pitch here. Dewey Gibb. Going to be another fastball, and this one fouled straight back off the bat of Pryor. Crew Pryor. 1 foot in the box, 1 foot out of the box here. He'll step back in. Flyers need anything they can scrape together here in the second inning. And that one downstairs. Ball 3, 3-2. Count rolls full. Now, Gibb is only at 33 pitches so far, which is still a rather high number through just 1 1/3 of work.
Yeah.
But his counterpart obviously getting chased in the first over 50 pitches. And there's a foul tip caught there by Kelch, and that is K number 2 on the night for Dewey Gibb.
And that ball just fell off the table. It had a great dive to it, dove in the zone at the perfect time, and fooled the Flyer hitter. And now 2 outs and just 1 on, navigating through that situation after giving up that leadoff walk, has really navigated through these last couple batters.
Gilmore, who led off the game with a solo shot home run, first pitch swinging again, and this one fouled off the dugout over by the Flyers. Third base dugout, and that's just a fabulous Freddy's foul ball for strike 1. It happened in the blink of an eye. We hadn't even settled in, and Gilmore just took it, powered it right out by the scoreboard, flyaway baseball. And it was a great start, but they left a couple runners on base and only got 1 in that top of the first. And I'm not going to lie, I am really surprised Jake Andreas gave up as many runs as he did in that first inning.
Yeah, me too.
To chase a guy like that out of the game speaks volumes about
the depth of
murderer's row lineup for Snow Canyon.
Absolutely. The depth of the lineup for Snow Canyon is definitely potent, and that was on full display.
Gilmore, hot shot to third, handled, throw, across the diamond, 5-3, the put out. And the Warriors will get their ABs coming up here. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base on a walk, and we are 10-1 on our Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard here from Snow Canyon High School. Warriors on top of the Flyers. Stick with us.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Today's game is brought to you by Appliance Wholesalers Plus, Buck's Ace Hardware, Dealer Collision, and Finley Subaru.
So I kind of missed it, but it looks like Jonah Nyberg has been tossed from this game. And I think what happened, Paul, is back in that first inning, there was that play at second. They came out to argue it. I think somebody from the Flyers dugout, I don't think it was Coach Nyberg, kind of lost their mind, so they got warned. And then when he came out to coach third, he got tossed. It's all I can figure. And so that's a developing storyline. Of course, these teams had a little bit of bad blood with the dugouts chattering a lot last year during the regular season. And
good hit.
and got hit, or he missed him?
Oh, did he miss him? Okay.
Looked like it got him, but he's not wanting to leave the box. If it hit him, he wants to still bat.
Yeah, that's right.
And so that is a development. And your first ever region game on a technicality, I don't like that, but I don't know what was said, so I can't really form too strong of an opinion. Swing and a miss, strike 3. They go ahead and tag him out, and that's a K for Larkin. So Larkin coming in and settling things down for the Flyers on the bump. And Johnson goes down on a K. And here is Lee, who's swinging a red-hot bat, but this one lifted and popped up, and that's going to be handled out there at second base by Wright, and that's an easy unassisted put out there to the second baseman. So Lee pops up. And here is Kelch. Last time we saw Kelch the plate, Paul, he emptied the bags.
Yeah, that's right. He's got the power to do it once again, so let's see what he's got in store for us this time. 22, I think his brother wore that in basketball, or Trey Kelch, if you remember him. He wore 22 on the court. As we see a strike come in there, or a ball, I'm sorry, up high on Kelch. That one goes way outside on Kelch to bring the count to 2-0.
You know, you look at the Team RA coming in, and Flyers had a rough weekend last weekend. And you wondered, you know, they every year you lose some really key seniors, but the Team RA was 3.63 through the preseason, and the Flyers came in tonight with a 7-6 record. They started the season 6-2, but they've lost 4 out of their last 5.
Yeah.
And obviously in a big hole here in their first region game. You know, you want to win at home, though. And against the good teams, if you can get a split. It doesn't matter if the Flyers don't win this game. I mean, looks like Chunter Nyberg's been tossed. You're down 10-1. But there's a lot of game left. And, you know, if the Flyers could get a split this week, that would be huge for them at this point. I'm not saying this game is over. But things are not going the Flyers' way since the bottom of that first inning.
But this inning much better.
Yeah.
You know, quick inning a little, you know, in terms of the last one. They've already got 2 outs here and an opportunity to really eliminate any threat here and just get out of this inning right here with a 2-2 count.
Kelch with that missile out there to left center field. Got all the way to the wall. 3 RBI triple. He's going to put his name in the running already for our Finley Subaru star of the game.
That's right.
And another hit here would help his case. 2-2 count, 2 away. Kelch, number 8 hitter in the Warriors lineup. And that one fouled straight back. Larkin challenged him down at the bottom of the K zone. And all Kelch could do was fight it straight behind him. I want to thank some more of our sponsors. Later, we'll be naming our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. Make sure you see the local boys for Samsung, GE, LG appliances. Why pay more from the big box stores when you get local service and better prices at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart? Appreciate Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. They've been a great new sponsor we've had for football, basketball, and now baseball. If you're looking for a new best friend, just a 90-minute drive from St. George, you can go take a tour. Great for a little weekend getaway. They've got the Merc, and the hotel has been remodeled. It's absolutely fantastic. You can go up into the sanctuary and check out all the pets up for adoption. Learn more at bestfriends.org. Swing and a miss, and there's strike 3. So Larkin has come in, and he's got a couple of Ks here and a pop out to second, and they go down in order. 3 up, 3 down, no hits, no runs, nobody left. We go to the top of the third. Warriors leading 10-1 here on the Fan Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jermaine Jegber from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate the rink. The rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at the rink.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Today's game is brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Sport Court, Scooters Coffee, and Holbrook Asphalt.
And here is Colton Hill, who had a single and got stranded over at third back in the first inning to lead off the top of inning number 3. First pitch swinging. I'm going to be lifted into center field, and that will be caught out there by Mugavero for out number 1. F8. For those of you that are probably not scoring at home like I am. And Carter Turley will step in.
I think there might be some people scoring at home.
When you go to big league games, do you score it?
No, I don't.
See, I do.
I take the game in.
First time I went to Wrigley, you take the, what is it, the D train or the red, I can't remember the name of the train. We got off a block or 2 before Wrigley, and you walked down. It was a Memorial Day weekend. I went out there. I think it was me and my wife's 15th anniversary, so that had been 7 years ago now.
There you go.
And the first thing I did when I got to the ballpark was got a scorebook so I could keep score.
Yeah, I think you told me you got your wife keeping score
well,
through that game.
And this kid from the suburbs had rode the train down by himself, and he happened to be sitting by us, and he never kept score. So I was teaching him how to keep score.
There you go. Look at you. You're getting involved with the community of Seattle.
No, this was in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. That's
Wrigley
right.
Field.
I'm sorry. Wrigley.
I've been to a lot more games in Seattle than Wrigley. I've only been there once. Loved it, though.
Yeah.
Turley swing and a miss, and count evens up quickly 1-1. Now, Turley was, I think, third in the preseason MVP voting. Hagen Reed had one more vote than Lyon, and then Turley right behind Lyon, third in the preseason poll as he lifts that one high near the wall on the track and caught. And Turley just didn't get all of that one. A little warning track power there. And
Turley,
quickly 2 away.
Finlay Subaru's star watch for the game, and he was about to make his star presence known there with a long shot, but just hung up a little, got caught in the jet stream, and falls down safely into the mitt of the Warriors. And now we're looking at 2 outs, nobody on, and another opportunity for Dewey Gibb to get through here.
And Jake Andreas, who's probably mad, and he rips it into right field for a 2-out single.
Oh.
Bobbled a little bit. He started to go to second, then will retrace his steps back to first.
Yeah, that would have power surge put into that one. Now, Andreas probably playing, like you say, with a little rage and hatred after that tough inning that he had in the first inning where he let up 10 runs. But that hit there showed a lot of power and a lot of resolve from this kid.
So Andreas, and you love a guy that can go the other way, right? Outside part of the play, you're not going to hit that one out of the yard. A lot of home run hitters will tell you when they hit home runs, they're really not usually trying to.
Yeah.
It just happens to be they do. And that one, he just going with the pitch. And Flyers need base runners down 10-1. That one off the bat of Benson. And Benson 0 for 1 struck out back in the first. And it's 1-1 quickly to Benson. Righty on righty matchup again here. Dewey Gibbs, pitch count. He is at 47 now. 47 is that one missing for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Hey, don't forget, fans, Jimmy John's highlight of the week. We want your home videos. We want softball, baseball, volleyball, lacrosse. If you're at the lake doing tricks on a wakeboard or a surfboard, we want any of your, and it could be anything at all. We're looking for our Jimmy John highlight. We got a couple baseball nominees already last week, and we'd love to get more, so keep them coming in. Send us your videos. DM us at the Fan SN on Insta, Twitter. We're probably on the Tickety Talk and the Snip Snap, but I don't know how to use those.
You don't know those, right? That's out of your era.
Hey,
that's out of my era.
Look, if
I'm 31, and I don't even have TikTok or Snapchat. So.
Oh, it's Snapchat. Sorry, what did I say?
Snap, yeah.
Well, something like that.
It's not in your everyday.
I'm sure Monica could train you on all of that.
Monica is proficient in all social media.
If Monica can't, Tara can. Gibb now has rolled it full here against Benson. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's fouled right over our heads on the third base dugout side for a fabulous Freddie's foul ball. I want to thank some more. I spend most of my time on X. I still call it the tweeter.
Yeah, that's right.
City St. George Rec Center bringing you tonight's game. Your journey for your kid's sports career probably starts at sgcityrec.org, playing Little League baseball, junior jazz basketball, flag football. And there is Dewey Gibb, another one to hang on the board. A K, and down go the Flyers. One hit, one left on base, and Gibb is starting to settle in, and it's 10-1. Snow Canyon in control here as we go to the bottom of the third when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, Handel's Ice Cream, Intercap Lending, and Red Rock Real Estate.
Yeah, baby, we're back for some baseball here at the Yard. 10-1 Warriors. And we go to the bottom half of inning number 3. And Snow Canyon in control. Larkin's still in there in relief of Andreas. And this is Mugavero, the center fielder. And quickly 0-2 as he fought that one off.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look into the dugout and see who the acting skipper is. I don't know if it's Coach Hill or if he and Chunner are down there. I can't see very well with the glare here through the window. I see Jagan Levitt on the top step. I don't see Hobbs down there. Is that Chunner out behind the dugout just watching?
I think it is him behind the dugout there, yes. That's
I hate that for Chunner. First ever region game. Had a very good complaint, and there's a ring up there. There's a K for Larkin. Larkin's come in and struck out 3 already, Paul.
Yeah. Really locked in and since coming into the game for Andreas, and he's really hit his spots. He's a location guy. He's not going to overpower you from what I've seen, but he's really done well locating the baseball in the strike zone.
Already the third at bat now as we're back to the top of the order here in the bottom of the third, and Ledger Ship steps in with one away. Ledger 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Swing and a foul straight back, and quickly it's 0-2. Pretty impressive what Larkin's done here tonight, Paul.
Yeah, to come in and kind of damage control situation down 10-1. I feel like he's navigated through this lineup extremely well.
And look, only worked 5 innings, and he gives up a hit there to Ledger Ship, who goes oppo for the left-handed hitter as he hits it out there into left field away from the shortstop. Good piece of hitting for Ledger Ship. He's 3 for 3, Paul.
And Ledger, one of the returning starters from the state championship team last year, one of the few that still remains from this Warriors roster. So he's a guy that can definitely hit the baseball. He's one of the better table setters in all of Region 9.
I agree. You like the word table setters.
I do.
Because you
I
never
like
did
that.
it as a kid for your mom, did you?
I didn't do it too much, no. I was more the dishes guy. So my sisters would set, I'd do the cleanup, so.
And pop up to second, right, calling everybody off, and the freshman makes the play for out number 2.
And good work here by the Flyers in the fielding behind. You know, the defense has picked up since that first inning where they had a couple errors, and it's really been a clean sheet since then. They've really played well behind Larkin. So I like the looks of this defense and the way they're reacting to the balls in the air and on the ground.
So Rue pops up. And swing, and Vaughn's going to pop it up. This one is going to get out there to right. It's going to be caught. And pretty good inning for Larkin again. Got a couple Ks, one K and 2 pop-ups. Did give up a hit, but no runs and 1 left on base. We go to the 4th. And it's all Warriors, 10-1. They've got the lead over the Dixie Flyers on the Fan Sports Network and the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Today's game is brought to you by Findlay Subaru, Honolulu Grill, Nets on Fire, and Intermountain Sports Performance.
Welcome back, everybody. 10-1 Warriors leading. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Tara, and Monica. The whole crew here tonight for our first baseball game of the year. Got a little softball-baseball doubleheader for you on Friday. We'll have Desert Hills at Pineview on the live stream and on the radio. And we'll also on the live stream have a softball exclusive game for you as Desert Hills will host Crimson in a rematch. What was a tremendous pitcher's duel the other night. Larkin on an 0-1 pitch, going to lift it into center field. And out number 1 for the Warriors. Larkin now 0 for 2 tonight. But, man, he's made a difference on the bump.
Yeah, absolutely.
And here is Wright. I believe they're going to stay with Wright here, who came in for MacArthur to pinch hit when Andreas was lifted from the game on the mound and then moved over to third base. And so now Wright is in and playing second. Paulie, give us a little play-by-play. I'm going to turn it over for you here in the 4th.
All right, let's turn it over here as We've got Dewey Gibb on the mound, and the pitch through the middle, and it's going to be fielded around the second bag and thrown to first for the out, and that's going to be two down for the Flyers.
Yeah, let's take another look, see if we caught that there. The range of Ledger's Ship, he's so fluid and going away from his body. Picture perfect throw there from Ledger's Ship. And you mentioned it earlier, guy that's coming back with a lot of experience, a starter from last year's state championship team, and he made that look pretty routine.
He did. It was a routine play, and now
Britain would be proud.
Hunt up to bat now, swinging for the Flyers.
I like how he strides there, Paul.
Yeah.
Try to set the timing. I know he didn't offer it that pitch, but watch the lower half. For just a sophomore, this kid really hitting above 400, knows how to handle the bat.
Gibb rocks and fires and throws it right down the middle for a strike.
That one looked like it had a little drop to it, and I think that threw Hunt off with the movement.
Yeah.
And now he's got to shorten up.
Rocks delivers, and that's up high out of the zone. It's going to be 1-1 count here, 2 outs for the Warriors.
Hunt 0 for 1 tonight. He flew out kind of down in foul territory down that left field line.
Gibb delivers, and it's going to be fouled off. Hunt battling here. Up, down, or now a 1-2 count. 2 outs.
I mentioned it earlier, but worth mentioning again. I've seen Carson Hunt more play golf than I have baseball because I watched him come up through the JAG ranks and playing for Dixie and swing and a miss.
Gibb just fired one in there to end the inning, swing and a miss, and that's going to sit down Hunt and the Flyers.
Take
no
another
runs,
look
no
here.
hits, and 3 quick outs for the Warriors.
Look right here, just 2 strikes, just couldn't find it, man. Right over the top of that one, and pretty good inning for Dewey Gibb. Dewey Gibb seems to be getting stronger as we go.
And that's going to take us to a break. We're going to take a quick break, be back with the 5th inning, or the bottom of the 4th after this.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit Coral Canyon.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting, The Rink, Jersey Mike's, and Coral Canyon Golf Course.
Back live here from Warrior Field as we've got a 10-1 ball game in the 4th inning, and now the Warriors stepping up to the plate and ready to go here as we are at a 10-1 ball game. No outs, 1 strike to Hansen as he steps in against Larkin, who picked up instead for Jake Andreas, who had a tough outing tonight, allowed a few too many runs in the first couple innings, and Chunner Nyberg decided to pull him out of the game and save him. And now Larkin, the young fireballer, has played really well in his absence as we've got 1 strike, 1 ball.
Well, all those runs came in the first. Since then, nothing.
Yeah.
We haven't had a score. So both staffs, both pitching staffs, obviously Dewey Gibb has gone the distance right now, although the pitch count's getting up. Larkin, this will be his 37th pitch of the night here.
Larkin rocks and delivers, and that's a strike down the middle.
Hansen, right fielder, Paul, hitting .405, 17 out of 42 so far this year. 17 RBIs. He leads the Warriors in that category.
That ball's on the ground and fielded over there at second base. And, it's going to get away and through. And that's going to be an error in the field, and that's going to bring the runner to first as Hansen gets aboard on the air.
Let's take another look here at our Region 9 replay. Good swing. Had to dig it out, kind of golfed it. Hot shot. You see the pitcher trying to get to it. That throw is not that far off. It just goes off the tip of the mitt there, and Gilmore can't handle it. Are you going E3 there on the first baseman?
So,
or is that on the throw? It's not a perfect throw.
It's a fielding error, I think, not a throwing error. I think the throw was good.
Okay.
As first pitch, strike to Gibb. Now Gibb, the two pitchers locked in now as Gibb in the batter's box facing Larkin. Roxon delivers. There's one shot foul.
Dewey was fun to get to talk to and get to know a little bit at our Region 9 Baseball Media Day. If you're still up on our YouTube page and our website, if you missed that, fun to talk to him. And it was fun to hear Coach Seacrest talk about him, Paul, because, he didn't play a lot last year, and yet after the season he got a college scholarship and he hardly played varsity. That speaks volume of the development and the depth of this Warrior baseball program.
Absolutely. As there's so many pivotal guys that had to wait their turn in this program because they have so many prolific players, as we see that pitch down low for a ball, and that's going to bring the count to 2-2.
And, of course, big shoes to fill. I mean, you lost a great senior class. Erickson was unbelievable catcher. Boston Vest, what can you say about him and his career at Dixie High? And so, you got a lot of new starters for the Flyers, replacing some of those upperclassmen. And likewise, you had a great senior class. These two teams played for a state championship. Anytime you have that, you're going to have a good core of a lot of seniors, and you've got some big shoes to fill. Obviously, tonight, offensively, Snow Canyon has really filled it up.
Yeah, they've really dialed it in here, and we see a shot up the middle, and it's going to be another error, I believe, and he's going to have a chance at him, and he still got him.
Oh, no,
I don't
didn't.
know. I mean, they're calling him out at first base. I mean, I think we got the replay. Let's see if we got it here.
Yeah, take another look. I thought he beat that out. I mean, even with Dewey's not he might have got there. And Coach Seacrest is not coming out to argue. That doesn't do a lot of good. That was close.
That was tight.
Live, I thought he was out.
Yeah. I mean, I thought he
was safe, but on the replay, I thought he was out.
Okay.
What did you see?
I thought it was tight both times. As we see the next pitch delivered from Larkin.
Anytime you bobble it, then you have to go take a step, recollect it, and fire it over there. It becomes a lot closer. That should have been pretty routine. Obviously, Hill mishandled that at shortstop.
Cale Johnson steps into the box as 0 for 2 tonight, but looking to put a surge into a ball and give the Warriors their first run since the first inning.
Played in 11 games coming into tonight. It was 14 out of 28.
Yeah.
Second highest batting average on the team, only behind one player. And that player was Lee, who was hitting 600. If Lee's hitting 600 at the end of the season, it's going to be hard to keep Snow Canyon from going back to back. I mean, that's an unbelievable early batting average through 12 games.
As Larkin looks back at the man on second, pitches.
I love Larkin's command right now. Looks confident, working quickly, seems comfortable.
Yeah.
Obviously coming in a 10-1 game when he entered, and he's done a really nice job. He's now at 49 pitches, so his pitch count's getting up there a little bit, but this is a very good Snow Canyon offensive team.
Larkin looks for the signal and digs in, delivers, and that's going to be a walk for Cale Johnson as he's going to get aboard. Now 2 runners aboard for the Warriors and an opportunity to add on to this 10-1 lead here in the fourth. As now Lee steps into the box.
Walked and scored, popped up to second. So 0 for 1 tonight for Mr. 600. Just kind of watching his routine there, watching how he steps into the box.
Yeah, and the first pitch delivery straight down the middle for a strike from Larkin.
Big for Larkin to get ahead with that first strike.
He's working quick, straight back in, and straight to the delivery to the plate with another swing and a miss. It's 0-2 count now quickly on Lee.
Lee, a junior, class of 2026.
Larkin long look to the dugout. Now delivery to the plate, and that's going to be fouled off. It was a nice shot put into that ball, but just foul. It's going to remain 0-2, 1 out here for the Warriors.
Yeah, I like what he was thinking there, not trying to pull that one. Pitcher's on the outside half, just trying to go the other way, and just a little bit late. Couldn't keep it fair. See what Larkin throws him here. Time called first. You're down 10-1 for Larkin. Every pitch matters. You're trying to just stabilize and get more bats for your teammates. Snow Canyon, they got to be thinking about the 10-run rule here pretty quick.
Absolutely, as Larkin looks, delivers, and that's going to ring up Lee on the strike 3 call there. That was kind of a close call, but brings him up, and 2 outs now in the inning for the Warriors.
And Kelch will step in, Paul, and we know he got that going in that first with that base clearing 3 RBI triple, but did strike out in the third, so 1 for 2 tonight with 3 ribeyes.
Kelch got some power, got a good amount of contact, have his high average, and we see him step into the box now, and Larkin dueling to him. And that's going to be a ball 1 on the first pitch. A little high, the umpire thought. I thought that was a good-looking ball, but nonetheless, ball 1.
And, for as many seniors as Snow Canyon lost in that state championship last year, they don't have that many seniors this year. Ledger, Lyon, you have a couple there who we haven't seen tonight and has played in 8 games but not in the rotation tonight. Cale Johnson is a senior, but a lot of this team is sophomores in a big junior class.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Coach Seacrest.
It's Larkin. Steady, rocks, delivers. It's going to be high for ball and no swing. Ball 2, 2-1 in the count.
Did he go? I think I agree. I don't think he went and offered at this. Usually they say, where is the bat stop? You don't want to break the plate.
Yeah,
I think he checked it.
Yeah,
he checked it.
It's Kelch waiting for the delivery from Larkin. Delivery on the way. As it's low, it's going to be ball 3. 3-1 the count now. It's Kelch being patient at the plate, looking for the right pitch. It's Larkin, rocks, delivers, and there's a shot put into that ball way, way back. That's going back, and it's going to hit off the wall, and it's going to bring 1 run home and 2 circling third base, and now 2 runs have scored for the Warriors on the 2-out double from Mr. Kelch.
5 RBIs tonight. And this kid's seeing watermelons right now. And as soon as he hits it off the wall, he might have got third, but I think he thought he was out of here. You kind of see him hesitate a little bit there at first base. But still, 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs. I mean, certainly has the best case to be our Findlay superstar of the game so far. And here comes Jagan Levitt, who is kind of the acting skipper since Chandler Nyberg, if you join us late, got tossed. I didn't really see that. I was checking and keeping stats, and I kind of missed that, but I think he was warned, and then I think he went out to coach third, and he'd kind of not been coming out on the field prior to that in that first inning. And so he is, and I don't know. I think Coach Hill also might have been tossed because why is he? I mean, he's been there 11 years or 12 years, kind of the head assistant to Chandler Nyberg, but it's Jagan Levitt calling the shots. And Jagan, man, called his games at Pineview High School. Paul, were you around when he was at Pineview?
I'm
Great
trying
kid.
to think. Yeah, it's
obviously
been a long
his
time.
brother Logan played last year, started the state championship game, and 3 Levitt brothers. And Jagan had a great career for Fate. Was a captain at Utah Tech. Just really kind of a grinder, lefty, great player. And now getting a little taste of being the skipper in the Flyer dugout, and that's going to be a shot and drop. Another Warrior hit.
Magavero, and there's going to be a play at the plate, and he's going to be safe. It's going to be 13-1 now as the Warriors with the commanding lead over the Flyers.
Take another look. Just nice short swing, level, and they're just finding grass right now.
Yeah, find a lot of open grass out there. It's an open range for these Warriors as now Ledger Ship up to bat as we've turned the lineup over now as Ledger batted early on in the first.
Yeah, My scorebook is messed up, Paulie. Already the 4th AB for Ship here.
Yeah. Good looking pitch there from Larkin.
Ship already getting his 4th at bat.
He's got 3 hits, 3 for 3 tonight.
Yeah,
2 runs, 1 RBI.
He's been tremendous.
Yeah, great tonight. There's a good looking pitch again from Larkin, too, as he goes ahead 0-2 quickly on Ship here.
And look, we just mentioned it. You know, the Warriors thinking about getting out of here early, 13-1. They're now 3 defensive outs away from 10 running the Flyers in the region opener tonight.
And it's been kind of an uneven night for the Flyers. You know, Connor Nyberg and whatever happened with his ejection or whatever it was, I think it clearly has had a little bit of effect on the Flyers. And Jake Andreas' tough night, it just hasn't been their night tonight. But as we see a foul ball there.
But again, I mean, like I said earlier, it doesn't matter if you lose tonight, you go get the split back at Flyer
that's right.
Field where the Flyers always play so well.
That's right.
Historically. This is I mean, Desert Hills is the preseason favorites, not the defending champs. So that tells you Desert Hills is loaded. They're the number 1 team in 4A right now. They're 12-0. Snow Canyon 10-2, but Andrew Lyon hasn't pitched a game.
Yeah.
And he's their ace
That's
of this
right.
staff. And this, I heard, and I knew there was no soft spot in the order, but boy, oh boy, I've been impressed. Up and down the order, just hit after hit after hit. Everybody's raking tonight for SC.
And low and away there to bring the count to 2-2 on Ledger Ship.
Yeah, and Ledger's got a great eye. I think he's a next level guy. I
Great
think
discipline at the plate.
might have to go JUCO for a year, prove himself, and then go to the D1 level. But this guy, if he wants to, could certainly play next level baseball, I think.
Larkin delivers and fouled off again by Ship. We've got a great battle here going on between Larkin and Ship.
Of course, the youngest of the Ship family there. You got Britton and Grayson and Autumn. Wide stance.
He's still battling, and it is really getting another foul off there by Ship as he's getting the recognition of the dugout and the coaching staff as they're really loving this fight that Ship is showing here. And Larkin trying to locate still, not an overpowering pitcher, but a guy that's got great location, but Ship just matching him. They're going blow for blow here. It's like a great heavyweight fight as Larkin.
69th pitch in relief for Larkin here. Came in the first inning.
Delivers up high.
Hey, I want to thank Sport Court of Southern Utah. And you got high school student athletes. They're giving away not one but two $5,000 scholarships for local student athletes. If you want to apply or get more information, if you play softball, track and field, volleyball, golf, basketball, football, doesn't matter, swimming, you can contact Sport Court of SouthernUtah.com, or you can give them a call for more information, 435-586-1282. While you're there, ask them if they can give you a free quote, see what they can turn your backyard into the ultimate playground with their multi-purpose pickleball, basketball courts. Appreciate Sport Court. Excited to have them with us all season long. Proud partner of Region 9 Baseball here on the network.
As now Larkin looking to deliver here as Ship looking to continue his perfect night from the plate. Pitch delivered, and it's up high, and it's going to be a walk and a free pass for Ledger Ship.
Hey, you think he's in trouble, and he finds a way to get aboard. 3 hits, reached all 4 times now with his first walk of the night. Now Andrew Lyon will step in, and the Warriors know that they can just go get 3 defensive outs and close this game out, but they want to keep hitting. Nobody wants to be the last out tonight here with 2 away, and we'll see what Andrew Lyon can do. Of course, his older brother helped win a state championship a couple years ago. He's now at Grand Canyon. He's actually draft eligible this summer. A lot of people have projected him to be a top 4-round guy.
Absolutely.
He's kind of their Friday starter for the Lopes down there in Phoenix. And, of course, Rue is already committed and following his brother's footsteps, going to play down there as well, even though they might not end up playing together if Isaac does get drafted.
Larkin rocks, delivers low and away to Lyon.
I was talking with Coach Seacrest before the game, and I said, hey, how's Isaac doing? And he said, I think he's doing great. I'm getting calls from scouts. I just had a scout called me today, wanted to talk about him and how he was to coach and how he was in the high school level. And obviously, Isaac did some big things here, part of that state championship a couple seasons ago.
Andrew Lyon 1 for 2 tonight.
Turley's going to have a little visit on the mound. It's going to be a quick one, brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. It's fantastic right now, but you got to plan ahead. I mean, it's packed around town trying to get tee times. If you want tee times in April, I'd call Coral Canyon like tomorrow and plan ahead. 435-688-1700. They're celebrating 25 years of fantastic golf at Coral Canyon Golf Course.
Pitch is on the way, and low and outside once again. That brings it to 2-2. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Warriors on top of the Flyers, 13-1 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard.
And Coach Seekers does an incredible job. But how big is he had, Wally Ritchie and now Brandon Lyon as his pitching coach for most of his stint here. Brandon, just was, played a long, long time. And, was drafted by Toronto, but then was quickly moved to Boston. And then he got traded to the Diamondbacks in the Schilling deal in 03. And then, of course, 04 season, he's in Arizona, and the bloody sock happens, and they break the curse of the Bambino, Paul. So Brandon never did play much in the postseason.
Pitch is on the way, and that was a good-looking pitch that the umpire says is a ball. That's going to bring the count to full here. Full count, 2 outs, 13-1 scoreboard right now on the Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard as Andrew Lyon looking to. And
it's huge for Rue. I mean, they got the cage at the house, all the weightlifting stuff. They got the little field across the street from their house. I mean, he's just grew up at the yard as he draws a walk here. And, the one thing that I've always been impressed with is Boo has never, ever overused Isaac or Rue. He's always really he knows that they've got a chance to go on and play. When you're a Major League Baseball player, he'd never tell you that, but I'll say it. And so he's really been pretty cautious. And I think part of the reason Rue's probably not pitching, even though if it was a state championship game, he'd probably go tonight, just because it's early in the season. They want to keep him fully rested. He's got maybe a long career still in front of him on the bump. His slider is absolutely the most dirtiest slider in all of Region 9. There's a short little roller right in front of the plate and an easy throw over there by Turley for out number 3. Take another look at that as we go to a break, Paulie. Take us to break, buddy. Good job.
All righty, on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, we got a 13-1 Warrior lead over the Flyers. We'll be back right after this.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Today's game is brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting, The Rink, Jersey Mike's,
Snow Canyon High School, Warrior Stadium, and 3 outs away from this being over. Pryor, first pitch swinging. Nice backhand by Rue, and the hole is short, and the throw is in time. 6-3 the put out for out number 1, and Pryor is retired. That was a good play. Did we catch that, Paul?
Yeah, let's see if we caught that one.
That backhand there, and throws in time.
Good work by our film crew. Monica doing a great job on the camera, got that play.
Well, it was funny immediately. I'm like, who's your shortstop? Because, of course, Cruz Sechrist was the starting shortstop last year. Lyon played a lot first and mainly third, and then obviously we know what he did on the mound. And Reed's like, this guy right here next to me, and it was Andrew Lyon. I didn't know Rube grew up playing short. I thought he was his stature over 6'2". You know, I thought he was more of that protege first or third baseman. But, man, that looked pretty good in the hole for Andrew Lyon. Gilmore having a good night tonight with that solo shot home run, but he's going to pull this one to second, chip to first, and it's a 4-3 put out, and quickly 2 down.
Yeah, 2 down in a hurry here for the Warriors as kind of navigating through the lineup as they've gotten their hitting done. They got their 13 runs on the board. They're trying to get out of here early, it appears, as only 1 out left for the Flyers to hang on with here.
You know, you're top of the order here. You'd like to string a couple together and show a little bit of fight, but it just has went sideways tonight for Dixie.
Yes.
And the Bats of Snow Canyon have been alive and well. 13 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. The box score line for the Flyers brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department. Swinging a drive, and that's going to probably be caught. It just stayed up. It was hit too well. And there's the strobe lights on the field. Warriors win it in 5. A 10-run Dixie in the Region 9 opener in what was a rematch of last year's state championship where the Warriors won it in a best-of-3 series, and they've won Game 1 of a home-and-home tonight by a final score on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 13-1. Paulie, your thoughts? I mean, this was wire-to-wire from the get-go. Obviously, they give up that Dewey Gibb gives up that solo shot home run, the leadoff guy, Gilmore.
Yeah.
But after that, it was cruise control for SC.
Yeah, it was really crazy to think that the first pitch of the game was a solo shot for the Flyers. You thought this would be a back-and-forth game, but instead it was Warrior dominance, whether it be Ledger Ship or Andrew Lyon or any of the contributing batters, and a great presence on the mound tonight for Dewey Gibb. He pitched a great game.
Got to take a break. Come back. Johnson Pediatric postgame show. 13-1. Warriors win it. We'll be right back.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Today's game is brought to you by Wilkinson's House of Lighting, The Rink, Jersey Mike's, and Coral Canyon Golf Course.
Here we go. Back here at Snow Canyon High School. Here we go. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Dr. Cody and staff making kids feel right at home with all your kids' dental needs. And, Paul, we started this game about 7:45. So about an hour and 45-minute ball game, and it was done in 5, 13-1, the final score. And, again, I'm not too worried about the Flyers, I think Jake Andreas is going to rebound, and he's going to be a quality guy all year long. This kid's a next-level guy. The Warriors just hit it, and I think they're going to hit about anybody the way they swung it tonight.
That's right. They looked really potent throughout the lineup, top to bottom tonight, and it was just not a night for Jake Andreas to have a great game against this lineup. So it was just a dialed-in performance from start to finish.
I want to go back to the line here on the pitching tonight, as obviously Andreas gets tagged with the loss. Dewey Gibb gets the win. And, huge performance tonight by Ledger Ship at the top of the order. Then how about down towards the bottom of the order? Huge performance for Kelch. And, Paulie, I'm going to give you the final say, but it's got to be one of those two guys, I think, for our Findlay Subaru star of the game.
I'm going to go with Dewey Gibb just because the way he controlled from the plate, only allowed one run
when
on that first pitch.
13 runs are scored, you're not going offensive. That surprises
I just think
me.
With one run scored by the opposing team, the Flyers, you got to give some love to the pitcher.
Well, look, yeah, I mean, 3 hits, 1 run game, only 1 error behind him. It's a great performance. But Ship goes 3 for 3 in this game, and Kelch swats in 5 RBIs. All right, we'll split it tonight. My vote would have went for Kelch or Ship. You go with Dewey Gibb. And I'm not taking anything away from Dewey tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They both played excellent games.
Dewey goes 6 innings, a 3-hit baseball, gives it the 1 run. It was earned. He only walked 1, and he strikes out 5 tonight. And Paul's vote for our Findlay Superstar of the game. Go see the all-star lineup on the Saving side of the freeway. I mean, everybody in the lineup got a hit except for Hansen and Johnson. And I guess Lee didn't get a hit either. So a lot of the production come from the 6 of the 9, but you'll take that any day of the week that ends in a Y. I mean, unbelievable up and down the order. No soft spot like we said earlier in this one. The other thing that's interesting here is as we look at our appliance tools, can I go to Kelch's triple?
Yeah.
Can I give him the appliance wholesalers plus playmaker play of the game?
I would say so. I would agree with that one.
In the bottom of the first, you mentioned it. They're down 1-0. Bags are full. Boom, rips one, and it's a stand-up triple. I mean, it wasn't even close.
That's right.
I mean, just beat him with a gapper there. Got all the way to the wall, rattling around, and easily everybody scores, and he's standing on third. And then later, 2 more RBIs on a hit, so 5 RBI night. He is your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game award recipient. Jersey Mike sub of the game. I will go Larkin for Dixie on that one.
Yeah, I like Larkin for that.
But he's the only sub of the game. It's either him or Wright.
Yeah.
Because nobody came in. Gibb went the distance. I mean, there's not much to discuss there.
Sure.
Jersey Mike's a sub above the rest. So those are our awards tonight. Again, 13-1. Snow Canyon wins it. Ship goes 3 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. They never retired him. Lyon goes 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Vaughn goes 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. Gibb helped his own pitching appearance, 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs tonight. So he helped himself. Yeah, I mean, Dewey by himself. I mean, you factor into 2 RBIs plus only giving up the 1 run. I mean, Dewey 2, Dixie 1, right? I mean, so I guess that backs up your case for the Findlay Subaru star of the game.
Yeah.
And again, Kelch, I mean, 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs. McGarrell goes 2 for 3 and you're 9-0. You're 8 and 9 hitters, Paulie, tonight for Snow Canyon. They go 4 for 6 with 7 RBIs. Those are your 8 and 9 hitters.
Yeah,
Tough to beat a team when you're getting that production down low.
Yeah, not going to lose many games when that's happening. So good overall hitting day for the Warriors.
All right, again, more on this game, more Region 9 updates brought to you by The Rink. I never saw any scores tonight on Desert Hills and Pineview or Hurricane and Cedar, that afternoon game. That probably went final because wasn't that a 3 o'clock start this morning or this afternoon because they don't have lights in Cedar City, and it was a home game. Cedar won over Hurricane 4-0. I don't have a score on the Desert Hills Pineview game. That's still going right now. Maybe we can check that before we. You're in softball. We got to go to the baseball page, but we'll have a full recap on all the regions. It's fun to have a region play underway, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great game, great night to be at the ballpark, and was a fun game tonight.
No, they're playing Pineview tonight, and I just can't find that Pineview score. So we'll have to check on that. I'm not seeing that tonight. Yeah, 20. Yeah, it's off. Maybe that's last year's on game. We're trying to look it up on Game Changer, but not finding it quick enough, and we're going to wrap things up. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Warrior Nation wins it 13-1 over the Fly Fam here tonight. Rematch will be Friday night over at Donley Flyer Field, and we'll get you updates on that one. But we're going to jump over to Pineview and do Pineview versus Desert Hills. Kind of first week, want to see as many teams as we can here. We got matchups 2 a week coming. We got the softball game we're doing Friday night, too. If you want to watch Desert Hills and Crimson on the Fan Sports Network, like and subscribe. Set an alert to reminder when that game goes live on Friday night. Paul, you're going to be doing the softball game.
I am.
And I'll be over doing the baseball game between the Panthers and the Thunder. All right, that's going to wrap things up for the entire crew. Thank you so much for watching or listening tonight to our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. We're going to get you back on the radio side. Don't forget, tomorrow 7 to 9, and then tomorrow afternoon, March Madness games are coming your way, starting in the evening window. And good night, everybody. Where the Warriors victorious 13-1 over Dixie. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We'll see you next time.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.